Hi everyone, welcome back. I am so excited to have Greg Gayton back on the channel. Hi Greg.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Greg is with Green Acres. He's a certified nursery professional, and you are my connection to so many people. You know everybody. I don't know how you know everybody, but it's amazing.
Nursery people reach out to homeowners, and homeowners who are gardeners are the best people on earth, and they want to share their beauty with everybody. And this is just a real pleasure to view this garden.
Yeah, so Greg was here the other day doing a talk for the Los Lagos Garden Club, right?
Yep.
And he called me, or he started sending me photos and videos of this garden, and he said, Janie, we have to put this on your channel because this is absolutely incredible. This is really one of the most beautiful gardens I've ever been to. It's absolutely beautiful. So thankfully the homeowner said that we could come and film. Greg said that he would tour us around. Look at behind. There's a fountain, a waterfall, Japanese maples, trees. It is so incredibly beautiful. So let me turn the camera around and Greg can show us around today. All right, Greg, this is quite the shot of the fountain in the background and the pond and the koi. Look at this, it's so incredible.
So I told myself before I came out here that I wasn't get overwhelmed and I wasn't going to be crazy because I can see how excited you get when you go into gardens.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to keep yourself, you know, the anxiety, everything that goes really well with this garden.
Yeah.
But when I gave my talk on Monday here, I was like, I got to call Janie.
Yeah.
She's got to see this garden. It's amazing. The Los Lagos Garden Club is fantastic. And this garden club came out by design. These Kathy and Wayne, who live in this house, had a vision, and they introduced Dave Bushnell to it, and he did a lot of the design here.
Dave Bushnell is the owner of...
He's Bushnell Nursery, and he's also a plant nerd like me, and all us plant nerds unite. But this garden has so much added beauty to it. I call it a community garden because I'm a dedicated tree hugger, so to speak, nerd. And that's what makes this yard really shine. There's so many trees, brings in so much biology, so much of the environment. There's so many birds. I put my Merlin bird app on while I was giving the talk, and 15 birds populated while I was giving my talk. But
I can believe it.
Oh yeah, there's so many cool vignettes here.
Yeah.
And while a lot of people might be overwhelmed, like this is like almost like a community garden, you know, you can instill a lot of these little tiny things. And I get really excited about showing people what I've learned in gardens like this.
Yes, yes. And we have to say, the videos that you sent me the other day, Greg was like, oh my gosh, just like I do on camera. So we're like, okay, we have to calm down.
And I have to sort of watch myself now because I'm sort of speechless.
Right, yeah.
You know, walking around here again with Kathy and seeing things, you know, it does make me speechless. I had a script all together what I was going to say, and then I'm
throw
like,
it out
oh
the
my
window
God.
and just be natural Greg and like screaming at this amazing, amazing garden because it's worth it. It is so beautiful.
And forgive me if I geek out because this garden is magnificent and it just incorporates everything that I believe in as far as ecological gardening goes. They don't use any pesticides. It's all organic. And so many birds and it's just a natural beauty area.
Yeah. And everything is so lush and so full. And I mean, look at even these Japanese maples. They're kind of like this bronzy color. I don't know the names of them.
I believe that's a bloodgood.
That's a bloodgood right there.
And then we got the paperbark birch over here. You've got wisteria that I heard was just put on a magnificent show. You've got hinoki cypress in pots. It's just beautiful. You've got plants that people walk by in the nursery and just go, and they show their magnificence in this garden.
There's
so many cool plants that people just walk by, but this garden just really, everything's happy here.
It's amazing. Tell me about this. What is this tree that's glowing? I mean, it's literally glowing.
Oh, this is a variegated dogwood. Wow. And Kathy said that it had pink flowers to it.
Oh my
And it was just beautiful. And then it has the berries and the birds go to the berries.
Oh my. Oh, it's so beautiful. And are we in Granite Bay officially?
We are in Granite Bay, which
Okay.
is Sacramento, USDA Zone 9B.
Okay.
We're in a Mediterranean climate, which is really hot and dry in the summertime, but you wouldn't think it. You'd think you were in the middle of Washington State or Oregon or someplace like that, because everything just looks so good.
She's done such a good job. But here you can see where Granite Bay got the name with all the granite rocks and everything like that. But look at the loropetalum kind of just sticking out through, and then another Japanese maple.
Look at, we've got the hypericum that are coming up.
Hypericum. What's the common name of that?
Hypericum.
Okay. All right.
And
Greg is one of those plant nerds that all the names are the scientific names.
I bore people when we go on because I'm always throwing the botanical names out.
It's a good quiz for me. It's a good reminder, like, okay, Chinese fringe flower or loropetalum, you know.
The society garlic, which people use in parking spaces in supermarkets.
Right.
Look at how beautiful they look here. It's also called Zobagia.
Oh, it just looks
You've got the dwarf mock orange, the variegated. These are plants that you see in the nursery, and they just really shine in this garden.
Yeah.
Look at over here.
I know.
Isn't
this is
cool?
really fun. This is a work in progress portion.
This is going to be the Ogon Acorus, or a chorus grass, and it was just planted. It's going to be like a sea of grasses out here.
It's so cool.
And I like the way they use the different colors, like the coral bells in the background with the yellow. They just seem to really flow with each other.
They do a really good job. Planting one plant next to the other. So look at this Ogon right here. This is kind of the but we'll show you in the back. What was that one that was growing in the back? Liriope.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like a sea of Liriope back here that's full grown, which they've used the same kind of concept.
And what's really cool about this garden is it has interest year round. This plant over here, when people go by in the nursery and look at it now, it's called princess flower, Tibicina.
Nice.
When it blooms, it has the most intense purple flowers, and it does really well in our zone. And look at that smoke tree.
Look at the smoke bush.
Cotinus.
Cotinus, there you go. Look at how gorgeous this is. Just everything is just so beautiful.
And they take advantage of, so this is Granite Bay, which normally has really poor soil, but they added so much mulch, and what's happened is all that mycorrhiza underneath is just being fed, and you feed the soil, which feeds the roots.
Yeah.
And so this is an organic gardening. Look at the cousin acacia over there.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This is one thing that everybody in this neighborhood does an amazing job with, is the cousin the acacia, are just so beautiful. And it makes me want to go and get it, and it's just really expensive, right? Like one of these is like $70 at the garden center, something like that. But it's worth it. It is so beautiful.
And look we've got some California natives in here. We've got this low-growing manzanita as a ground cover. This is living mulch. Wow. You've got heather over here.
Wow.
And then, nestled amongst the liquid amber trees, the redwoods, we've got Colorado blue spruce.
Yeah.
You've got all kinds of cool stuff. You've got Weigelia, spireas. Look at the spirea. It's in bloom right now.
They've just done an amazing job taking what could have been a hot, dry, full sun garden, and they've really made all these little microclimates. Just incredible.
And it brings Mother Nature in. Look at we've got the cotoneaster, which has berries on it.
Right,
so in the wintertime, you're going to have birds visit this area. Then you've got like fluorocarpet roses. And over here, look at this living mulch. See, I told you I get excited.
Yeah.
This is creeping wire vine, or Molenbeekia. And Kathy says that they just go ahead and trim it like once a year. And
like with a weed whacker?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then you've got like shore juniper, but look at that Japanese maple.
I know.
Look at how lush and beautiful it is.
I have to go show the wire vine over here. There's my car over there, and I first walked up to here, and I was like taken aback. It was so pretty. And you all know, watching my channel, you know that I love ground covers and trying to cover as much as possible, and I've never seen wire vine. Like, this is so interesting to me.
Yeah, and what we normally sell it for mostly as a spiller in a pot.
Yeah, right.
And then look at, this garden is in constant edits. So
Yeah.
they put the variegated liriope right there, or liriope, however you say it.
Pretty.
And one thing I would like to get my hands on that is a dwarf redwood.
The dwarf redwood.
Yeah, it's a redwood shrub.
Huh. Interesting. Look at how pretty it is. Oh my gosh, that is just gorgeous. Is that a peony behind it?
Yes, it is. That's the Ito peony.
Oh my gosh.
And Kathy said it bloomed pretty heavy. And then that pine has the candles that come up that unfold the needles, actually has yellow candles on it.
Oh my gosh.
So it looks like something you have to plug in. So this is a yard full of diversity, a lot of different things, but everything fits so well together. And they use a lot of drip. So it's actually pretty water efficient, believe it or not.
Yeah. I asked her, like, how does she keep everything so lush and beautiful? And she says she actually uses a combination of irrigation. Some of it drip, some of it sprinklers, some of it actually overhead, really high sprinklers, just to make sure everything gets a little bit of spray every once in a while. And I think that that's really key. I think that's really, really interesting to hear her say that. Tell me more about you always talk so much about ecological gardening. Can you?
Well, so I think that's a lot of what a lot of nurseries are going in. I know Green Acres is going that. It's working with the environment instead of against it. Not using organic fertilizers, making sure you add mulch at least twice a year.
Oh, okay.
Not using pesticides. We've got the best pesticide here. It's the birds.
Right.
You got leaf-footed bug, or you've got some beetles. That's for the birds. Aphids.
Yeah.
Hey, hummingbirds need nectar, but they also need protein.
Oh.
So that's why, that's why a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's a balance. And what's really cool about this garden is there are natives in here, but surrounding the property is native oaks and native grasses. So that's why when I put my Merlin app on, I had over 15 birds populate in 1 hour's time.
Isn't that crazy?
She never uses pesticides.
This is just incredible what she's done. It's really, really incredible. Okay, should we go to the backyard and show off the backyard?
Oh, yeah.
This garden is, I kept just looking at her and being like, you live here. You live here, Kathy. It's just absolutely incredible. She's done such a good job with it.
And she's so nice. That's
so nice.
The thing about all you plant people out there.
Gardeners.
You're awesome.
All gardeners are special people.
Oh, yeah. But a lot of people don't realize Janie is actually nicer in person than she is on camera. And
on a good day. Only on a good day, Greg.
and like my podcast, I have to put in a little word there. We sort of design it as to educate, inspire, and entertain, and I really think that's what your channel does.
Oh, thank you so much. If you guys haven't heard Greg's podcast, it's on Green Acres.
The Green Acres Garden Podcast.
Green Acres Garden Podcast. I've been on one time.
Yes.
It's been lovely. It's a really great, informative podcast. I'll link it in the description below.
Look at this Hinoki cypress.
I know,
Isn't this
so
amazing?
beautiful.
And this is a variegated jasmine that's just going over this archway.
Oh my God, I'm going to ask her for a cutting of this very good jasmine. Or if you can get one in the garden center.
Yeah, maybe I can.
This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So now we're officially in the backyard. We kind of went along the side yard.
And there's so many different cool plants. Like we've got this variegated Daphne. And then we have the sweet olive, the osmanthus.
Oh, yeah.
That just has the most intoxicating fragrance.
Yeah, you gave me one of these.
It's a little white flower at nighttime. Who needs Febreze?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's such a good smell. It's just such a lovely smell. So here's the liriope that she's grown as like a lawn. You know what I mean? Like, look at how beautiful this is. This is absolutely gorgeous, really pretty. And then the rocks, and then the loropetalum in the background. I mean, it's just layer upon layer. And you were saying that this does feel like a community garden or a display garden, but you can get little vignettes. You can look at the liriope right down here and get an idea for your garden if it's smaller.
So even though I'm in marketing, I've managed a nursery and that, on my days off, I go into the nursery and help customers because that's my jam.
On your days off, you hang out with me and talk about gardening.
But what's really fun is that this inspires me. So somebody who has just I shouldn't say just, but a small residential house, they can put this in. the addition of all these trees, like I said, tomorrow's going to be 102 here.
Yeah.
I bet you if you went in this yard, it would be down in the 80s.
I bet
just
you're
because of all the trees. You can never plant too many trees. And
Right.
people say, well, my yard's too small. But you can put small trees in. Look at the red buds that you put in your yard.
Oh, yeah, right?
And
you can fit them in.
You can fit them in. And these are Japanese maples. And there's no sign of any verticillium or fusarium wilt on them. They're just thriving like crazy because they're all planted together and everything nurtures each other. And then they use, of course, organics.
Yeah.
They add to the soil, but there's dogwoods all over the place.
I know. Okay. Ready? I'm gonna turn the camera. Okay, is everybody ready? Everybody ready? Ta-da! Look at this. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Like, what an entrance to a garden. Look at how gorgeous this is.
When I was taking those videos for you, afterwards, and I sent them to you, I was thinking, wow, I must really sound like a nerd because it was really emotional.
It's
just
overwhelming.
To see how nice. And, Kathy knows all these plants.
Yeah.
And, they're very humble people who work in the garden, but she's very happy to show it. And
Yes.
look at this. And it looks stunning year round. Look at those Japanese maples.
I know.
Everything's layered out. Everything's working together.
I know.
It's a community.
Oh my gosh.
Just
it is
beautiful plants.
It's just stunning. I don't even know where to start to show things off. Okay, deodar cedar. This is a deodar cedar right there. What did she call it?
She called it fatso.
Fatso, deodar cedar. I know, I had never heard of it, but it is just so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I just need to point out all the color. You all know how much I love color in my garden, and she does have a lot of color, blooms and stuff, but really the thing that's shining is the different trees, which it's so interesting to see it. This is a Japanese maple. She can't remember the name of it, but it's actually the same one as this one over here, which is really interesting.
She's got hemlock. She's got cryptomeria.
What is this one?
That one is a Hinoki cypress.
Hinoki cypress. Look at how beautiful.
And they
that
do
is.
best with afternoon shade here, but this is a tree you really see a lot of in the Pacific Northwest, not in dry Sacramento.
Yeah.
So it's doing really well. So you can have plants, and people say I have full sun, but you can keep putting trees in and all that, and then you can eventually incorporate plants that you didn't think would grow well.
And it takes time.
It does take time.
But that's okay. That's the point of gardening, is to slow us down, plant a tree, and know it's going to take 5 years before you start seeing the real size.
And even if you have poor soils, I mean, I challenge anybody to think, well, this soil, I shouldn't say, this soil is really heavy clay. It's rock.
Okay.
It's really hard to grow, but they've added organic matter throughout the year. And so now it's amazing. So no matter where you live, if you have heavy hard clay, it can be fixed so that you can grow a lot of things.
Yeah, compost.
Composting,
you
adding
can
soil
never
biology.
add enough compost, honestly. You can never add enough. Oh, I love her hanging baskets on her lights. Look at how beautiful this is.
When I was here the other day, there was 2 types of hummingbirds that came in here. There was doves. They have barn owls. They have everything you can imagine coming into this yard.
Gosh. So she said all of this right here is Rudbeckia. So later on in the summer to fall, this is full of black-eyed Susan. Black-eyed Susan?
Yep.
Yeah, Rudbeckia. These teepees have dahlias that are going to come. Just everything. And that's what she said is this is a 365-day garden, which is really, really something to brag about. I told her she should be selling tickets to have people come here and see how beautiful this is. Look at this arch with morning glory on it. Oh my gosh, isn't this just so gorgeous?
And to the left, she's got blueberries. And apparently she has so many blueberries that come off this, that it supplies her blueberries all summer.
Oh, look, I can see them.
And then look at the coneflower, the echinacea in the back.
Isn't that cool? With all this background of granite, which I just think is the neatest thing. It's just really beautiful. And then everywhere you turn, there's another view, just really gorgeous. Look at, she's tucked in these little flowers everywhere. She's just done such a good job.
Look at this Korean lilac is blooming right now. And this is June.
Wow.
Everything's happy. If plants could smile, this garden would be full of smiles.
I agree. I totally agree with you. That's a really good That's a good title for this video. This garden is smiling.
It really is. You can feel it. But you can always fill an organic-based garden.
You know what? You're right. Yeah.
You know, she uses a lot of mulches. Look at back here. Nestled back here is a raised garden.
Wow.
You would never
gosh,
think.
I didn't even see this when we walked through the first
You've got
time.
squash, you've got tomatoes.
Oh my gosh. This is incredible, you guys. This is really, really cool. We were giving Kathy a hard time because we were saying she needed to be on video.
Yes.
Because she's so interesting and such a great gardener, and she flatly refused, which I completely appreciate. But thank you, Kathy, for letting us see your garden. Look, she's got another star jasmine arch over here. Wow, this is so cool.
And you know, like Roberta's garden that you went to in her small little house, a lot of this mimics that.
Roberta Walker.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can have a small yard and incorporate a lot of these ideas into it. It inspires me to help people with their landscaping.
Yeah, and this is the same neighborhood as Ruby Andrews.
Yeah.
Who I did a video with Greg. Were you on that video? Were you?
I was not. I was.
I think
in
you
the
were
background.
in it for 2 seconds in it. I'll link it down below.
I'm just a nursery nerd.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. All right, let me take you all this way and show off these beautiful hydrangeas because they are just in full bloom. They're stunning. They're lush. They're gorgeous. And they're blue. Look at this. She's done such a good job.
Yeah, and that's something I always put my Merlin app out so that when I see so many birds in there, I just, don't you feel sort of like embraced by everything? It just welcomes you. Look at the geranium in full bloom, and look at the flowering maple, the abutilon, that's just blooming its heads off.
Greg, explain the Merlin app. I've talked about it a little bit, and Laura from Garden Answer, her son, is obsessed with it too.
Oh yeah,
explain the Merlin app.
It's a free app put out by Cornell University. You just put it out in your garden. Like I put it out when I have my coffee in the morning and I walk my dogs, and it tells you all the birds that are populating.
It listens.
It listens.
Yeah. So I don't know if I don't know if the mics are picking it up, but there's a bird making a noise up in this tree over here, and the Merlin app would catch it and tell you what bird it was.
And it's free.
It's so fun too.
It is fun. You get obsessed with birds. But
But
then you find out what birds do to the environment, to your garden, and we really do need to protect the birds and bring in plants that bring in berries and put in bird baths during the hot summer.
Yes.
And when you have birds in a garden, it thrives like this.
When I use the Merlin bird app and I see a bird that I haven't seen before, I get it's like pride. I'm like, oh, I'm doing a good job with my garden, and I'm making it, what am I trying to say?
Habitat,
a good habitat for the birds where they want to come and they want to be. And I always get so proud when I find a new bird on my app. So anyway, I recommend it. Greg loves that app. We use it all the time. This is really interesting because this pathway goes into a part of her garden where there's kind of no point to come in here other than to go on a garden walk.
Yeah.
Which is so fun, and I love this. And you know who loves this? Jason, my husband. He loves little pathways like this in gardens.
Well, your garden's stunning. It's looking really good.
Thank you.
But you've got like ginger back there. You have like a variegated beech, which is just amazing.
You're right. Look at that one. Oh my gosh.
You've got more spirea over here.
Yeah.
Here's more of you call it liriope, I call it liriope.
Liriope or liriope. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? And what Kathy was saying is she likes planting things that spread and propagate themselves and keep growing. And that's one of the things that the liriope does is it keeps spreading. And she wants that in her garden, which I think is so fun, rather than restricting it and making it fit into a specific place. Like, look, you can see there's a little patch over there.
Yeah.
How
They're just
pretty.
growing all over the place. And look at the more dogwoods. We've got dogwoods all over the place. That's actually one of my favorite trees.
Oh, I know this is boring, but I want to point out the irrigation. She has some of these tall sprinklers to cover everything, to basically get everything. And I think that's really, really interesting because that's going to keep spider mites down.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
because
spider mites like a dry, hot summer. So
that's a really ecological way to keep spider mites away. Look at this Annabelle hydrangea.
But don't you feel, you can feel just, it's almost like going to therapy.
Yeah.
not only for the senses, but it just makes your body feel rejuvenated.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I mean, imagine spending the day in this garden and working in this garden. Wouldn't that just be amazing?
Yeah.
I hope this is coming across on camera as beautiful as it is in person, because it's really gorgeous. I do want to show, do you think she would mind if we showed the pool area?
No, I don't think she would at all.
I want to show that because it's just really gorgeous. So Greg, it has the coolest job in the world. You get to hang out at the plant nursery, answer questions, talk to people, but then you also get to go to garden clubs, you get to go to master gardeners, you get to go to, what else? Just all these places and talk to people about gardening.
Yeah, it's fun. I answer all the questions for our 7 nurseries here. And we're local family owned, but we also have nurseries in Texas, in the Dallas area. So I get to meet people there, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you guys ever have plant questions, you can email Green Acres and Greg will answer the question for you.
The thing about it, though, sometimes I up late at night, and I have a golden retriever too. So he sits in my lap, and if I've had a glass or 2 of wine, sometimes the syntax or the spelling can be a little
Might be a little off.
Yeah.
That's okay. We won't judge you. But it's a really good resource if you have any questions. Greg, you know, before I met you, I have actually emailed you and asked you questions.
Really?
Yes. I asked you about what was a good privacy tree.
Oh.
And you gave great answers. Yeah, it was great. It was a long time ago. But all right, let me show you guys the pool and the house. It's just so natural and so, I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is their pool.
This is a garden for all ages.
I know.
And look at here. This looks like a natural California landscape. You've got junipers as a ground cover. You've got the redwoods in the background. You can hear the hummingbirds. Can you hear all those birds? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there are all these water features. And the owners, you know, Kathy and Wayne, they really take a lot of pride in this yard. They know the plants. Look at this pom-pom hinoki cypress.
I know. I want to point out, what's this grass here? The grass. Do you know what that is? Is it Mondo?
It's an Acorus. It's
Acorus.
Yeah.
Here, let me come over here. So she planted the Acorus, and then she had, what are the violets?
Yeah, she had violets, and a lot of people think they're weeds.
But look at what she's done for them, kind of all spread together. Isn't that just the most beautiful thing? I think that this is a perfect example of what a good gardener Kathy is, right? Yeah. Just letting these violets spread throughout these grasses, and well, they're not actually grasses, right?
I call them a grass.
Okay. All right.
For all intents and purposes. But you know, this proves the point that there is a plant for every place.
Yes. Right plant, right place,
yep.
right?
Look at the Daphnes. I bet they're super fragrant. I'm one of the few people who cannot stand the smell of Daphne.
I know, you're a weirdo.
I know.
You're a strange one. Well, Greg, I just have to say huge thank you. Like, this is absolutely amazing. So beautiful. Huge thank you to Kathy for letting us come and film this, because this is really something very, very special. And you're such a good friend. Like, I really
no, you're a good friend.
I so appreciate you sharing your love of gardening with me and with my audience, because it's just something that I know everybody wants to see just as much as I do. I think passion is the most important thing in life, and if you have a passion for something, like, you got it. You're good.
Oh, I watch every video you have. The one you just had with the avocado tree in the front, that was amazing.
Wasn't that crazy?
That was amazing.
I'm going to have to introduce you to her. She's incredible. She's great.
Well, I saw a green acre bucket in the background.
Ah, there you go. There you go. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.